It's time for our next creative juice sketch. Friends, we've got a fantastic sketch. You can turn it this way, you can turn it that way. It's a simple one. I think you're going to love the cards we're creating today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Simply Simple Stamping. I'm Christina Stewart.
And I'm Connie Stewart.
And today it is time for your August 2026 Creative Juice sketch. We have got an adorable sketch for you guys today that is really going to let your creativity soar.
Absolutely. And it's also a very fast card.
Yes.
And these Creative Juice sketches are perfect when you're struggling with the creative mojo, which we all do. So we're going to get the creative juices flowing with today's sketch.
So this is the card I have for you guys today. Went really simple on the inside, just a quick little sentiment in there. But it's a really nice way of using, I use the sketch exactly how it's designed. So that is how I did it. Now I'm excited to teach you how to do it. So I'm going to be using the Words and Wishes bundle for my card today. I love this. We've used it so many times. It's a great set to have. So I'm going to start. I have a little piece of Barely Blush here. This is 2.5 by 2.5. And I'm going to stamp a birthday cake on it. And then I will die cut that out. So we'll just stamp that in the middle. And then I took happy birthday and wishes and I put them all on one block because I wanted to line it up and make it easy on myself. And that was the best way to do it.
You know, I like to do the same thing.
Yep, absolutely. And this one's going to get stamped in a diamond shape just because it's going to be at kind of an angle. So we'll stamp that in the center. And then for my sentiment, I'm just going with you make life sweeter than cake. Why did I decide that? Because I put a cake on it. There you go. And we'll just go ahead and stamp that on the inside of our card since we're not doing any layering pieces or anything like that in the card base. So now I'm going to show you one of my favorite stamps. It's not a Stampin' Up stamp, but it's still pretty good. I'm going to use this pencil eraser right here. And I'm just going to stamp and Barely Blush. Make them little polka dots.
I have loved, this has been one of my favorite tips for the longest time because I love
polka dots.
Let me try that again. Polka dots. And it is a quick and easy way. I actually have like a set of pencils. Like I just buy pencils when they're, on sale around back to school time. And yeah, that means I have lots of fresh pencil dots.
Yes. It does have to be a fresh eraser. This won't work if you've been erasing.
No, it will not work well.
I am going to do a little coloring now. So I've got the Barely Blush Stampin' Blends. I'm going to go in with the dark first, and I am just going to color in the top of my cake here. I'll get whatever these little swooshes are, and then I'll get my plate in dark as well. And I'm doing this before I die cut it out just because then I have paper to grip my little fingers onto as I'm coloring.
This is true.
You don't get that once it's been cut out and it just ends up sliding all over my desk and making a mess. And then I will do everything else in light Barely Blush. It just gives it some extra color, an extra pop. Looks good to me. I will send Mom to die cut that if I can pick up this die.
There we go. I will go die cut that for you.
And then for my front little layering piece, I have got a piece of DSP. This is from the Artisan Sketched Garden collection. And I've got a piece of Barely Blush here. This is 2 by 5.5 and my DSP is 1 3/4 by 5.5. And I'm just going to attach that onto the other piece. And this is not, it's not like a total, it's not going to fit in there squared. I've cut it so that it will touch on the top and the bottom.
And just a reminder to everyone, when you get the download, that sketch with the measurements are in that sketch.
Yes. And then I have got my die cut piece here that we used and my sentiment. And I'm going to go ahead and just mount that on here. I love die cutting out of layers.
I taught her well.
You did. We're cheap. What can I say?
No, we know how to use our supplies wisely.
Exactly. And then I have got the Barely Blush bordered ribbon. Say that 5 times fast. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to just tie a bow around my piece up here. I like to keep it on the spool because then I'm not wasting as much.
True.
So we will tie a bow and we are ready to assemble our card. So I've just put some Stampin' Seal on the back of this piece and I'm going to bring it in a little bit and attach it right there. I'm going to bring in my sentiment. You can see where we die cut. And I am going to use some
You got it.
Yeah,
I believe in you.
I know words. I know words. These are Stampin' Dimensionals.
Yay!
My brain just kept going mini glue dots, mini glue dots, mini glue dots. And we'll attach that right here, just about like halfway on, halfway off. And then I'm going to bring in my cake. And I am going to also add dimensionals to it, but not to all edges of it because it's going to sit right here. So this edge, this little corner right here does not need a dimensional. And then I will just attach that onto my card there. And boom, we've got an adorable little happy birthday card that I think anyone will be happy to receive.
Quick, easy.
Yes.
I love it.
Thanks.
All right. So Christina used the sketch in this direction. You know what I decided to do? I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to use it in a different direction. Well, I say that and then I flip flop. But that's the great thing about sketches. You can really use them any which way. So we're going to create this beautiful thinking of you card. And it's a good friendship card. We all love to send those. I think those are so important to get cards for no particular reason.
Yes.
All right, I've got a card base in petal pink, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. That one's pretty easy. And inside of that, I'm going to bring in Calypso Coral, 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to stamp on that here in just a second. All right, so I have a piece of Calypso Coral, and this is 2 by 5.5. And I do have a piece of designer series paper that's going to go over it, but I'm going to use my little layers wisely, the same way Christina did. I'm going to die cut some flowers. And Heirloom Blossoms, friends, I have used this one so many times. I love it. We've got really great flowers of all different sizes. So let me show you the ones we're going to use. And it's this little one right here. And then I'm also going to use this little center piece. See, we've got 2 little centers to our flowers. So what I want to do here, friends, is I'm going to die cut 4 flowers. Kind of keep yourself in the middle. We're going to cover this, but you can easily get 4 flowers out of that. Now I've got Christina die cutting those flowers, but I wanted to show you, I have just a little scrap of gold foil. All right. And I need 4 of these little flower centers. All right. So you can see I've die cut a couple right there. I'm going to do that again. So 4 of these. All right. We've got those die cut. Ooh, we came close to the end, but guess what? It does not matter. We're going to take our designer series paper. You are never going to see it. All right. And really, no one's going to have a clue what's going on under there. So no stress. I'm going to take this. And so remember in Christina's card, her long image was over to the right side. We're going to take ours to the left side. And I like to leave just a little bit of that petal pink there on the side showing. All right. So I've got now another piece of Calypso Coral. That is a 2.5 by 2.5. We're going to add our greeting. That's just going to go right there in the middle. I'm going to add this to my card with Stampin' Dimensionals. I know the word because Christina's already messed up on it. So now it's fresh in my head.
And you've also been at this for 25 years.
Yeah, just a few more years than you, right? Just a few. Okay, little dimensional going on there. I'll add that to the front of my card. And I have got those flowers. And I added that little gold circle, right? The little centers. And again, look at it. It's just going to pull in the gold in this this designer series paper. We both need more coffee today, I can tell. So I'm going to take 3 of these. I'm going to add 3 of them to the front. Whoops, let's not cover up my greeting there. We'll just kind of go around about like that. And I'm going to take that 3rd one and I'm just going to tuck it under. All right, so about right there. Looks really nice. On the inside, let me go ahead. I'm going to stamp a sentiment here, coming back in with my fresh freesia. This greeting or this sentiment, I think, is just perfect. Our friendship is one of the happiest things I can think of. I love that. It is. It's just a nice one. And friends, I'm such a big fan of sending for no particular reason cards. I really am. I think it's just one of those. We all could use that happy mail, right? And I'm going to take my last flower and I'm just going to put it right there. So it just adds a little bit. So I made a bow with my fresh freesia satin ribbon This is a fairly new ribbon and I love it, but you guys know I love me some fresh freesia. We're going to put that right down there in the corner.
So
Look at that. It's such an easy, and oh my gosh, you guys, such a quick card.
Yes.
And I think it's great. You can have some of these made up. Maybe stamp your greeting when you're ready.
Yeah.
Stamp your sentiment when you're ready. But let me bring Christina's card back in because I just think this simple Creative Juice layout is going to be a perfect layout. Like I said at the beginning, when your mojo is gone, that's what Creative Juice sketches are here for. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you like the video, a thumbs up on YouTube is always appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed, take a moment to click that subscribe button.
And right next to that subscribe button, you'll see a button that says join. This is for our YouTube memberships where you can get even more exclusive Connie content. We have 3 different tiers at 3 different price points. Check them out.
Thanks again for being here, everybody. We can't wait to stamp with you next time. Until then, bye.
Bye.
Bye.